Welcome to the Barker Podcast Collection.
Welcome to the Not Watching Podcast. My name's Rob Howard, and this week I'm joined by
John Marson
and Marcus Hurley.
You can contact us on email at notwatchingpodcast@gmail.com or follow us on Twitter at notwatchingpod. Shall we do Game of Thrones? Did everyone watch it last night?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. So, yes. Jon Snow's alive.
Yep.
Yeah, that's nuts, isn't it? Well, not really, but kind of is.
But it was...
He was there for so long.
Well, yeah, it was like a year. Yeah,
so
in our time.
But it still looked good considering.
But it was exactly what we'd predicted, wasn't it? Pretty much.
It was the obvious way of playing that out.
Yeah.
But then, what else were they going to do? Like, I'm not always looking for a surprise. Taking the easy roads, all right.
I was a little uncomfortable because I wasn't quite sure what was going to happen. I thought she was going to wash him, prep him, and then mount him. Because
yeah, I wondered if it was going to involve her vagina again,
and then take her necklace off.
Druid.
Shock him back to life.
Yeah. So you have.
Oh my god! Get off my corpse! Fuck. When his eyes opened, I was wondering: are they going to be white? Is he going to be a white, or are they going to be like brown?
Yeah, well, this is the thing. As with most things in Game of Thrones, even if there's the slightest happy sort of happenstance, there'll probably be some horrible price to pay for it.
Oh yeah, probably.
So yeah, I also
probably involving his penis if the last few.
He probably made a dragon glass though, or something like that.
Yeah. I wondered if the wolf was going to be like sort of sacrificed.
Yeah,
or something like that. Like he might possess him or some mad shit like that.
But come back as a wolf.
Yeah, maybe.
It makes sense in a way. Yeah.
Merge
but that
into
was
one
cool.
being.
That was awesome though, the way that they got the wildlings to crash Castle Black and put those guys in check.
That poor guy who shot the crossbow at him.
Yeah, he just gets
totally hulked out.
Yeah.
The thing is, it was no effort as well. It was just grab, smack, and then chucked it in front of the Lord Commander.
And that's when everyone else went, fuck this, and just put their weapons down. It's like, I can't fight that.
Yeah. Similar moment in the same episode with the mountain or whatever is now.
Oh yeah.
Where he just kind of leant on that guy's head.
Yeah.
Sunbound him.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, that's pretty grim.
I didn't know what was going to happen. I was like, that took way too little effort to just pancake that guy's head. He didn't even pancake it. He just pushed him, and his head just went splat.
Just smashed.
Yeah.
I wonder if he looked like he was even bigger now than he was in previous seasons. He's just
it's not the same guy, isn't it? So that's why they said the whole thing. He'll change, and he'll take a vow of silence, and that's why they've made him purple under the mask, so you can't see who it is.
I just assumed he couldn't speak anymore, rather than he'd taken a vow of silence. Like only certain stuff worked.
We can reanimate his body, but
not his mind.
Yeah.
His mind is set to the last setting. Kill.
Yeah, he's just like Mean Machine from Dread. Just cranked him up to kill.
God.
Yeah. What else did we have? The whole Bolton thing. That was a bit unfortunate. I
knew it was going to happen,
when
though.
he set the hounds on his mum, basically.
And
Oh no, it's not his mum, his stepmom.
Brother.
Yeah, and his little baby brother. That's so grim. Just totally unnecessary as well. He could have dealt with it a little bit differently, even if he killed them.
I knew it was going to happen, though. You just knew. Because
as soon as he took her in the stables, it was just like...
Well, no, because he said when Bolton said to him, act like a mad dog, you get taken outside and fed to them or something like that. I'm thinking, he just said that to probably the most psycho character in this film, in this whole series.
Like, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so it was just as well that Sansa and Theon ran into Brienne last
Podrick.
episode. And Podrick, who was kicking ass.
Podrick's awesome.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah. He's not shit anymore, is he?
No, not as shit. Well, I mean, he fended off those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did alright.
Different dogs, though. Some people were moaning, like, aren't those dogs meant to be, like, ferocious? And they all just ran off.
Oh, shut up.
But, yeah, I think they were different dogs.
Is the idea, right?
Yeah.
Maybe they were just tracker hounds rather than the deaf hounds. Because he kept those in the cages, didn't he?
The hellhounds.
Yeah. Yeah, talking of cages, and Tyrion released Daenerys' dragons. I thought that was another excellent
That
scene.
was brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was some really great moments in the last episode, I thought.
And I loved
You'd
the
be absolutely bricking it
Yeah.
walking down those steps, knowing that you're about to go and try to make friends with dragons. It's like,
It was so cool, though, the way that the second one just went, go on, do me now.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
yeah.
did you
Showed the colour.
notice? I loved the bit where he was taking the chain of the first one and didn't notice that the other one was literally right behind him, because there's always like they're watching each other's backs. So if he did something to that first dragon, it would have just killed him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah. Well, you've seen what happens when the things are led into their path. Like, they're dragons.
Yeah.
I don't know of anything else that can melt a ram's horn.
No. So, and so we've got Daenerys is now with the Dothraki again. That was quite a funny scene where they were saying what they were going to do to her.
Yeah.
And she was just quietly understanding everything they were saying.
And then it went better. Then it kind of got worse again, and you saw on her face, she was like, "Oh shit!" She's being sent to the
I'm
temple.
going where
isn't she?
now?
She's been sent to the temple of the Dothraki widows or something.
Oh, is
Live
that
out
where
her
she's
days.
going? Because
Yeah,
I know she was trying to make a deal for something or other.
Well,
but
she did, but then they said, "Oh, you've got to. You know that you're the widow of a Carl, Carl,
Oh, yeah.
Carl.
Actually,
You've got to go to the temple where they all go."
Yeah, well, her empire's in shambles. They burnt all the boats.
Yeah. The other two
so it's
cities
not
are all
looking-
slaved again now.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for her anymore.
I think it's about time though, because she kind of got bogged down there. But if she's a bit more free to just go and do what she was going to do, because she seems to have been stuck there for a while.
Yeah. It's just going to be Jon Snow and his wildling army versus whatever King's Landing can throw at them, I think.
Yeah.
Well, no, maybe they'll take back Winterfell first off
Yeah.
of that arsehole.
Well, it's on the way down.
Oh.
It's on the
So
way
do you reckon
down.
Do you think we'll see the mountain fighting a giant one-on-one?
Yeah,
Zombie
I
maybe.
think the mountain might
versus a
win.
giant.
I think we might be seeing giants getting cut up by the mountain.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, he's the last one, apparently, that mountain. That giant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1-1, he's called, apparently.
1 2 got killed in the archway.
Yeah. Apparently, it's a football reference. George R. R. Martin's like really big into American football, and the guy, one of his favourite players' names is 1-1,
Okay.
as in 11.
Okay.
There's a bit of trivia for you.
Oh.
This is what happens when you listen to other podcasts about Game of Thrones.
Inferior podcasts. So,
Well, yeah,
I know. I'm kidding.
they cover it in a bit more slavish detail than this. We're kind of just smashing through it.
They know what they're talking
What else has
about.
happened? Yeah. But because we're off book now,
Yeah.
pretty much. Although the stuff that's going on at the Iron Isles with the Drowned God and all that, which is so cool and Cthulhu-y. I love it. That is all book stuff that had not been told yet.
Yeah.
But they decided not to do that last season because they were dealing with all the stuff in with
Winterfell and everywhere else.
no,
in it.
no, the stuff where what's that place called?
Dorne?
Where the Dorne, that's it. So they were doing all the Dorne stuff, and they didn't want to put another whole place in there last season. Also, that's why Bran wasn't in it either. So hopefully they'll do less of the Dorne stuff because that's not been very good, really.
It's done.
Well, he's dead now, like the King of Dorne, probably the last.
So they're just going to be
in
banding their
Westeros
army together. So
Yeah.
well, there's just going to be all out war now because there's nobody left to. He was the only guy that was saying, "Come on, guys, we can talk about this."
yeah.
No, everybody else is just like fight.
Now it's just that mad woman and her psycho daughters.
That scene with the Septum and Jaime Lannister as well.
Yeah,
That was kind of good in a weird sort of way because I noticed there's a few little body things about that Septum guy. Even though he comes across as saying he's all humble, and he doesn't care if he dies or whatnot, and it's not about power or anything like that. No, if you ever look back at it when he walks away, he gives Jaime Lannister a look, sort of like, "You're useless."
Yeah, there's some serious power play going on there.
He kind of gives him a look that's like, "You're nothing." Which,
what the Septum guy does?
Yeah, he does. It's like as he's turning away, he kind of looks him up and down and just almost like the very slight of a smile as he walks off. And you're like, he's up to something. He's hiding in plain sight, but he's definitely up to something because he's got a crazed army. And if he gets the people on his side...
Do you think it's going to turn out he's from one of the old houses that we haven't heard much about yet or something like that?
Maybe. I don't know.
I'd
Maybe
like
he's
to.
more
I think
connected.
it's a bit late in the day for them to be introducing more houses. Apparently, that we've only got. They reckon after this season, there's only 13 more episodes that they're probably going to split across 2 years.
He could be a Targaryen, though.
He could be. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, really interested to see what Jon Snow's going to be like next episode.
I've got a theory on that, but
What's
I'll
your
say
theory?
nothing. I won't say anything.
He's just going to wake up and be like, Hodor.
Well, Hodor was, what was it, Willis? Or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
That was good.
explained
I
his
enjoyed
backstory a bit.
That was actually really quite good, just seeing young Ned and stuff and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, no, I've got a theory on Jon Snow. I had this theory quite a while back, and it's quite interesting because it seems to be planning out. And I don't know if they're going to do it. So I'm going to leave it cryptic like that and see if they're doing a few more episodes.
So apparently they're going to reveal his parentage in this series. We're going to find out who Jon Snow's parents are.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Mama Snow? Papa Snow?
Yeah.
Well, maybe they'll. Bran seems to be our backstory device now, so maybe he'll find out.
He is flashback boy.
Yeah, and Brienne and Sansa are making their way to Castle Black.
That's true.
So yeah, be like, what have you been up to? Oh, died, came back to life.
Yeah. So Sansa was raped and had her leg cut off on a journey. I don't even know how that happened.
Yeah.
Just quite an unfortunate girl, really.
That's quite a cool allegiance, though, isn't it? If you've got Jon Snow, Brienne, Sansa, what's his face, Davos, and the Red Witch.
Good.
That's quite a cool little Avengers setup, isn't it?
It's like the Rebel Alliance, isn't it? It's like...
Yeah. And
I do like Davos. He's one of my favourite characters. He's just so of the earth. He's almost like, I don't understand any of this, but I'm going to pick up this fucking sword and just go and fight. And I loved it
with this. That all sorted out.
Yeah, I loved it when he apologised. I'm not much of a fighter. So I apologise for what you're going to see. I'm thinking they're all going to go and die, and he's apologising to them. It's like,
so my form's not good.
It's brilliant.
Yeah. Cool. Any more thoughts on Game of Thrones? We'll probably continue to cover this one fairly in depth, I think.
It's
over
good
the
to be
next
back,
few
though.
weeks. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's good to see it again, definitely.
Yeah. This has been the Not Watching podcast in partnership with notlistening.co.uk, where you can also hear myself and Ian talk about video games and virtual reality on the Not Playing podcast, and Adam, Ash and Will talk about all manner of funny things on the Not Listening podcast. You can email us at notwatchingpodcast@gmail.com, or you can tweet at or follow us on Twitter at notwatchingpod. You can find the show notes for the show at notlistening.co.uk, and if you're listening to us on iTunes, please do give us a review. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for listening. See ya!
Bye.
there was that whole AMC texting thing, but that's all kind of solved itself,
Died.
I think.
Yeah.
That was the tweet that he put up saying that it was all about, like, it's basically the new guy in charge of AMC theatres in the States said, if he wanted to get millennials in the cinema, that he was considering there being text-friendly screenings in AMC cinemas.
Oh.
And the internet went bonkers.
Don't be so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
No, go on. What do you think about that?
Well, I've said it really. It's dumb.
Yeah.
I just think you're encouraging people to not watch your content on screen.
Yeah. That's it. I mean, the thing is, it's all well and good having... Because I was sort of like thinking, yeah, okay, I guess if you have screens that allow that, you don't have to go in those screens. But I think once you say it's okay in that screen,
it's okay.
it's just going to become like acceptable. They were even talking about like letting people up the back do it. And even then, you're still just opening the floodgates.
Yeah.
I think like if you can't turn your phone off for like 2 hours, then why go to cinema? You know, you obviously.
If it was up to me, you'd be chucked out the cinema for eating too loudly, slurping your drink, making any kind of noise other than breathing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there was a little bit of annoyance at Civil War. I noticed just because it was packed. That's the trouble with cinemas. Like I quite like going late in the week, and there's like 2 other people in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I'm.
Yeah, 7 o'clock's always a dodgy one. Like if you go before about 9, there's gonna be kids there.
And on bank holiday at the weekend, you're sort of asking for it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's not going to be a thing, I don't think. Thank God.